Good morning, students. I am going to continue the same chapter. My first topic is magnetic separation method. So magnetic separation method is used only for that mixture in which, okay, this magnetic separation method is used only for those mixtures in which one, suppose you are having two components, okay, two components you are having. In this, among these two components, one should be magnetic, okay, component, and the second one should be non-magnetic component. Okay, so whenever you have to use the magnetic separation method, you have to be very careful that in between these two components, one substance or one component should be magnetic in nature. Okay, magnetic in nature means if you bring the magnet near that substances, these substances should be attracted towards the magnet. Okay, so very good example, if you are having the mixture of iron fillings and sand or salt. Okay, if you are having the mixture of this iron fillings and sand, in this you can see iron fillings is a magnetic substance, sand is a non-magnetic substance. So if you are having this mixture and if you want to separate this sand from this iron fillings, so what you have to do, only you have to bring a bar magnet near this mixture. What you will observe? You will observe that all the iron fillings will be stuck into this magnet, okay, and the sand will be left behind in your container, in your dish. So with the help of this magnetic separation method, you can separate two components in which one component should be magnetic in nature. Okay, so if one of the components of the mixture is magnetic in nature, then we use magnetic separation method to separate the components. In this method, the magnetic and the non-magnetic substances of a mixtures are separated with the help of a magnet. Okay, if we bring a magnet over the mixture, the magnetic substances get attracted, okay, towards the magnet, and the non-magnetic substances are left behind. So with the help of this magnetic separation method, we can separate iron fillings and sand. Okay, the mixture of iron fillings and sand. Okay, now the next method is the filtration. Okay, filtration is the method. Filtration method only you can use whenever you are having a mixture of solid and liquid. Whenever you are having a mixture of solid and liquid, but you have to be very careful, this solid should be insoluble. Okay, this solid should be insoluble. So filtration method is only used for separating the insoluble solid from a liquid. Okay, for example, suppose if you are having the mixture of chalk and water, I think all of you know that this chalk is insoluble in the water. Okay, chalk do not dissolve in the water. Okay, you mix it well, okay, and one device is there, okay, that is called filter paper. Okay, through a filter. Okay, a filter is a device which consists of a small holes. Okay, a filter is a circle type. Okay, one paper is there, in that very small holes are there. Okay, so whenever you will pass this mixture, okay, whenever you will pass this mixture into this small filter device, so what will happen, this chalk will be settling over the filter paper only, and the water will be pass out from this filter paper. So by this way you can separate this chalk and water with each other. Okay, so a filter is a device which consists of a small holes. The filter allows the liquid to pass through. Okay, the filter allows the liquid to pass through the holes and retain the insoluble solid on it. Okay, so the liquid which is passing, okay, from this hole, okay, that liquid is called filtrate. Okay, that liquid is called filtrate. Okay, and the solid which is left over the filter paper, okay, the solid which is left over the filter, that solid is called the residue. Okay, the solid is called residue. Okay, so in the place of this filter paper you can use some that porous So that substances are called the porous substances. Okay, for example, cotton you can use, glass full, unglazed porcelain, muslin clothes, charcoal, or a layer of sand. Okay, these things can be also used in the place of this filtered paper. So this is the method of filtration. Okay, now the last topic of this chapter is separating mixture having more than two components. Okay, separating mixtures having more than two components. More than two components. Suppose till now you have seen only the mixtures of two components. Okay, now suppose in your mixtures more than two components are there. So how you will separate the components? So a mixture containing only two components can be separated by using a single method, but a mixture having more than two components, for that you have to use more than one methods. Okay, more than one methods you have to use, and for using the separating methods you have to see the property of the components I told you earlier. Okay, so now suppose you have to separate a mixture of sand, iron fillings and salt. Okay, suppose you are having the mixture of these three components. Okay, sand, iron and common salt. Okay, mix it together. Okay, now first method which you are going to use is that, I think all of you know that iron is having the property to attract towards the magnet. So first method we will use the magnetic separation method. Okay, magnetic separation method when we will use, so what will happen? All the iron fillings will be stuck in this magnet. So iron is separated. Iron separated. Okay, now you are having only this sand and salt. So we will use the property of this salt, that salt is dissolved in the water. So what we will do? Okay, so what we will do? Now to separate the mixture of sand and common salt, we will use the soluble property of common salt. Okay, we will take some water. Okay, we will use the soluble property. Okay, soluble property we will use. Okay, we will take some water and in that we will add this sand and salt. So what we will see, that this salt is completely dissolved in the water and sand do not dissolve in the water. So now what method we will use? Okay, we will use the filtration method. When we are having the salt water and the sand, then we will use the filtration method. Okay, with the help of the filter we can separate sand. Okay, sand is separated. Sand separated. Now only we are having salt solution. Okay, we are having only salt solution. So we will use the evaporation method. Okay, we will use the evaporation method, and with the help of this evaporation method we can separate salt also. So now we have seen that more than two components were there. Okay, three components were there: sand, iron and salt. And see how many methods we have used. Okay, four methods. Okay, four methods we have used. Okay, first one is magnetic separation for separating this iron. Okay, then we have used the soluble property of this common salt. Okay, because we know that salt is completely dissolved in the water. So we will use the soluble property of this common salt, and after that we will use this filtration method. Okay, and with the help of the filter we will separate this sand. Okay, now at last we are having salt solution. Okay, because sand is also separated, now we are having only salt water. Okay, in the water salt is dissolved. So at last we will use this evaporation method, and with the help of this evaporation method we can separate this salt also. Okay, so separating mixture having more than two components, we have to use more than one method. Okay, if the number of the components will be increased, so maybe the number of the methods can also be increased. Okay, number of the methods can also be increased. So now your chapter 4 is completed. In my next video I will explain about the chromatography and the exercise.